Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Up Doc. This is Doc Testosterone outside of my work. Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate, and let's get right into it. So again, What's Up Doc are sessions that I do. I answer questions that people ask me through email. You can also ask me, just go to doctestosterone.com, doctestosterone.com, subscribe to my newsletter. You will get my testosterone lessons, which are exclusive videos on how to fix your testosterone, the 18 factors killing your testosterone. So get that if you don't have it yet. Let's get in. Question from CD. Number 1, can too much milk give you extra estrogen? So first of all, estrogen is horrible for men. Now, of course, we have estrogen. We can't live without estrogen, but too much estrogen is bad. That's how you get gynecomastia, or bitch tits, man boobs, very unattractive to women. I made a video about this recently, about how to get rid of man boobs. So watch that if you have some bitch tits and want to get rid of that shit without doing surgery. A lot of people think you need to do surgery. You don't. Plenty of my clients have cured their bitch tits disease just by doing the right diet, exercise, sleep, and lifestyle. So, milk, first and foremost, of course you shouldn't do too much of anything. Too much of water is bad. Too much of meat is bad. Of course too much of milk is bad. Not just because it might give you extra estrogen, or indirectly produce estrogen in your body because you're drinking too much milk. Don't do too much of anything, but specifically milk. The first advice I would give you, CD here, is drink raw milk. I don't know what country you're from, but if you get raw milk, that's what I do. I drink raw milk. We have a co-op here. A lot of times raw milk is banned in certain cities, certain countries, so you might not have raw milk. But even if it's banned, try to find, it's banned here. But I found this underground store that sells raw milk. So I'm drinking that. Fucking amazing. I love raw dairy. Not only do I do raw milk, but raw sour cream, raw cottage cheese. Raw yogurt, fucking unbelievable for testosterone because it has saturated fat. It has those good fats that you need, which are the highest predictors of optimal testosterone. So drink milk, try to get raw milk. If you can't get raw milk, then stay away from dairy. Only do raw. Don't trust that shit that they grow and fucking pesticides and genetically modified milk probably they have now. So stay away from that. If you have raw milk, do that. If not, almond milk. Try to get a good brand. Cashew milk. Try to get a good brand. Question number 2, how does masturbation or sex... Oh, first of all, I forgot to mention something. The way milk can produce extra estrogen if it's not raw is if you're eating a lot of dairy, which a lot of that has to be digested, obviously, and your digestive system doesn't have the bacteria to support you, then you will have a suboptimal microbiome or gut flora, which is your gut. Your gut is really important. That's where your visceral fat is, around your lungs. So if you're taking a lot of fat, which is not high quality, then you will get fat. Okay, obviously carbs are the way you get fat. Sugars are the way you get fat too. But if you're eating a lot of fat, you're on a caloric surplus, let's say, then those extra calories are going to turn into fat. They have to go somewhere. Of course they're going to turn into muscle too, but if it's low quality, it's going to turn into fat. That is how you're going to get gynecomastia, and that leads to more and more levels of estrogen. Okay, so boost your testosterone for that. Now let's go on to the second question. How does masturbation or sex affect testosterone? Very good question. Now, the masturbation part of it, I'm writing a book right now about specifically how masturbation porn affects testosterone. It is a very loaded topic. I can't just tell you a yes or no answer, but what I can tell you is it depends. Okay? Now, if you're fucking experiment, dude. That's how you need to understand. You have individual genetics, individual variability here. So, if you masturbate, do you have lower sex drive? Do you still get morning wood? Probably not. I mean, for me, I don't. Okay, I stopped masturbating a long time ago. And porn as well. I mean, I don't need to masturbate. I'm having sex, so there's no need. But a lot of my friends, they masturbate even though they have sex. Right? Now, for some people, they need a certain level of testosterone. See, this is what a lot of you don't understand. This is an insight that the internet won't tell you unless you're watching my stuff. It's stuff that I've read from scientific articles. A lot of these manuscripts are publications, are peer-reviewed, they're on high-quality journals, and a lot of people can't understand that scientific lingo, but I've pieced that out for you. So it turns out that different people have different thresholds of what is high testosterone. So a certain number, right? That's why I don't want you to get all boggled up in numbers, your testosterone levels and numbers, because that number might be high for you, but it might be low for me. Depends on your physiology, your weight, your mass. Depends on a lot of things. How does your body deal with testosterone? If you have high testosterone, do you have enough testosterone receptors? What is your SHBG level? What is your albumin level? Right? What is your estrogen level? These are all factors, hormonal factors in your endocrine system that affect if you're gonna have the features of masculinity. Good erections, good sex drive, energy levels, muscle gain, losing body fat, okay? So, sex, on the other hand, will increase testosterone. Have as much sex as you can, okay? The more sex you have, the higher testosterone you'll have. However, it is temporary, okay? So, having sex, even watching sex, will temporarily boost your testosterone levels. But ultimately, you have to figure out, just like our milk question, too much of anything is bad. Okay, so if you're having a lot of sex, that's great. I mean, have it. But a lot of sex for you may not be a lot of sex for me. May not be a lot of sex for the next guy, for the porn star, right? So experiment with yourself. Have a lot of sex. Do you still have the urge to have sex with your girlfriend if you're having a lot of sex with her? If you are, that's great. Sign of masculinity. That's what you should care about. Okay? Care about the physiological, the behavioral effects of having high testosterone. Don't get boggled down with, if I do this, will this happen? If I do this, will that happen? Okay? Look at the overall picture of your quality of life. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is, what drugs, foods should you cut out for maximum test? Plastics, cut them out. Trans fats, which are in processed fats, cut them out. Okay? Don't eat a lot of junk food. Don't eat any junk food if you can avoid it. Obviously, don't eat anything, but if you're gonna eat dairy, make sure it's raw. I just spoke about that recently. So that's it. Avoid plastics. Avoid these xenoestrogens that convert your free testosterone into estrogen by going into your bloodstream. Plastics have BPA, bisphenol A, that does that for us. So very harmful. If you want, there's a video that I have about how plastics can kill your testosterone. Watch that video for more details. So that's the episode today of What's Up Doc. Thank you for asking your questions, Mr. CD. And yeah, for more videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, share, and comment. To ask me more questions that you have. Now, if you want to ask me questions that you want me to answer through video or through in detail through email instead of just a 1 or 2 liner on YouTube, then subscribe. Go to doctestosterone.com, doctestosterone.com, and check out my video sequence, my testosterone lessons on masculinity, and you'll be able to ask me these questions and I will be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for listening, guys. This is Dr. Testosterone. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you next time.